This week, we'll be talking about
Space Marines! BANEBLADE! Finlay!
Dawn of War. Dawn of War was originally released on September 2004 by Relic Entertainment, and it's set in the grim, dark future of the Warhammer 40k universe. Now at the time, I was working in a toy store where I actually sold Warhammer. However, for some reason, we never stocked Dawn of War, and its release completely passed me by. It wasn't until I took a walk around on my lunch break one day that I came across the game somewhere tucked away on the shelf of a nearby music store. So, is it any good? Let's find out in episode 6 of Did You Play? The original game had you play with either the Space Marines, a army of superhumans in power armor. No, more like this.
Cleanse, purge, kill!
Their fallen and corrupted brothers, the Chaos Space Marines. The elusive and deceitful Elder. And the Orcs, a race of space fungi which only purpose in life was to fight.
Orcs, 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 orcs.
Later expansion packs would add more factions to the game, including my favorite, the Imperial Guard.
All guardsmen, follow me to glory!
Dawn of War is an RTS, and a good one at that. You'll spend your time managing your troops, building up your base, and capturing key locations on the map to gather resources, all the while fighting over dominance against your enemies. Gathering resources in Dawn of War is done through two means. You can send out your infantry to capture objectives, which can then be fortified. These will give you your overall resource, called requisition. Second, you need power. And to get power, you simply build power plants in your base. Dawn of War sees a large cast of the units returning from the board game. Relic and Games Workshop works together closely to make sure that the units were as accurate as possible. When I played, I was thrilled to see so many recognizable models. The Space Marine Landspeeders, the Imperial Guard BANEBLADE, and the Necron Monolith are only a few of the examples. Each faction has its own strengths and weaknesses. The Space Marines are powerful, but expensive and only have limited troops, while the Imperial Guard are numerous, inexpensive, but have paper-thin morale.
Too much for us!
Another fun gameplay mechanic I was introduced to in this game was Stomp, where you and two friends are held up in a canyon while three master difficulty NPCs send in wave after wave of enemies at you. You first have to build up your defenses and make sure that they're capable of withstanding the enemy barrage of hostiles, and then slowly try and push your way through the enemy's battle lines. Now the game didn't support as many enemies and wasn't as in-depth as, say, the Age of Empires games. But what it did really well, and the expansion packs made sure to add more content to the game. Dawn of War and all of its expansion packs have a lengthy campaign attached to them, often focusing on commanders and heroes. I was surprised at how well written and interesting these stories were. They are a mixture between modern day dark and grim Warhammer, and the olden days with the more comedical Warhammer from the 80s.
Look, rhinos! Rhinos! Our enemies hide in metal boxes, the cowards!
Although nothing revolutionary, the campaign sports a fun and enjoyable story, often showcasing all the races. Now the graphics of this game were a big deal at the time. Mind you, one of the most famous RTS games on the market was Command & Conquer Generals, which looked like this. And suddenly Dawn of War showed up, where you could zoom in so closely that you could literally see the paint scratched from the unit's armor. Not only that, but the game featured kill syncs, special finisher animations which units could sometimes do. From Elder teleporting behind a unit and stabbing him in the back, to Space Marines smashing in the head of a greater demon. Dawn of War was a fantastic RTS, well worth picking up if you're interested in either the Warhammer universe or strategic games in general. The original, plus the first expansion pack, may give you some trouble with the resolution, but besides that, it's very easy to install, at least via Steam. And that was it for this week's episode of Did You Play? Be sure to let me know if you liked the episode by giving me a thumbs up or a thumbs down. And if you have anything you want to talk about, leave me a comment in the comment section below. I always love to read what you guys have to say. Have an awesome week, and don't forget to...
BANEBLADE! BANEBLADE!